It's okay to think big, man. It's okay to dream big. It's okay to, see the bigger picture. A lot of people growing up never got a chance to see the bigger picture because they were really never around the bigger picture. They were never really around people that they could learn a lot from, people that they could gravitate towards that could get them to the next level. So, you know, when you get that though, you then realize that it's okay to think big for yourself. It's okay to think like, okay, I could do this because you've seen other people do it. When you haven't seen other people do it, it's kind of like, what am I thinking? Thinking I could do this. But you know, think big in your life. Think big within your daily goals. Think big within whatever it is that you're trying to do, because you never know what you could get done. Look at that. This man has an indoor pool and jacuzzi, and then he has one outside as well. You guys, man, this camera isn't gonna do any justice as to what I'm seeing right now. And it's just like a lot more people need to go out there and touch and feel things and really be a part of things while they're happening. Because if they were, they would understand why it's important to be around certain people, certain environments, do certain things, get certain content, absorb things. You got to be careful what it is that you're putting in your life, putting in your mind, putting in your body in general, right? Think about it. If you're not putting the right things into your mind, then what do you expect to get out of it? If you're not putting the right type of content in your brain, you're not absorbing the right type of stuff, then what do you really expect to happen? What do you expect to become? People think like, I thought about it. I always listened to any type of music I wanted to. Saying growing up, I've always been able to listen to a majority of different types of music. My parents, they didn't really like certain music, but they never like stopped me from listening to it. But I think once people realize what their content is, like what the content is that they're actually absorbing, they start to change the way that they go about absorbing content, because you don't want just any old thing into your ear. Your ears ain't garbage cans, so why would you let trash in your ears? That's one of the quotes that I heard early on in my career is like, your ears aren't trash cans, man, so why are you letting, garbage in them? Why are you letting garbage in? If your ears ain't trash cans, what's the point of that? You know? But it's more just realizing, of course, people are gonna try to bring misery to their company. They want you to be miserable because they're miserable. But you can't fall into those traps. You can't fall into them. You fall into that trap, it's over. It's over. As soon as you fall into the trap, you're done. But here's the thing, you can get out of it. You don't have to surround yourself with those types of people. You have to go touch whatever it is that you want in life. Like, I remember whenever I first got into the financial services industry, and one of my managers at the time took me out to go driving different cars, different vehicles, got me hip to like more of what I needed to. Like, he was like, "Yo, you need to go test drive a Tesla," right? He's like trying to get me into a Tesla. He's like, "Test drive that Challenger that you want, bro. It's your dream car, yeah." And then like a few months later, I ended up buying the Challenger. I'm saying, and that was like amazing to me because I thought about something, I went ahead and I touched it, and it was like the law of attraction. So the law of attraction is like what you think, what you absorb, what content you surround yourself with. If you make it around you a lot, then it comes around more. Like, if you don't think about a red car, you might not see a red car around. But like, say you do think of a red car, and you think like, man, I want a red Corvette, and you start looking around for red Corvettes, you're gonna see more red Corvettes than you did before. It's just gonna happen. That's how it naturally be happening, yo. I'm telling you. So thoughts become things. As a man thinketh. If you gonna think big, don't think small. And I was talking to one of my boys the other day, and I was just like saying something as a joke. He was like, "Yo, don't joke like that. Don't even joke about being poor." Just like kind of like when you think about it, that's true. Don't even play around with yourself like that. All the stuff that you're thinking about, it should be leading more towards you becoming the more successful version of yourself, not devaluing what you can do or devaluing what it is that you're bringing to the table. So I thought that was pretty interesting, but it's the thoughts that become things, man. You got to realize that your thoughts become things. If you are going through life and you're just going through the motions, going through the motions, going through the motions, you're never really going to get the chance to really understand what it is that you're supposed to be doing while you're going through those motions. That happened to me, right? Like I, for a long time, thought I was doing a lot, but what I realized is that I wasn't doing enough, and I wasn't doing enough because I thought that what I was doing was enough, right? So that's why you have to surround yourself with people that are doing better than you. You have to surround yourself with people that are better than you. You can't be the smartest person in the room. And people that are going to help you level up. So thoughts become things, man. The law of attraction. Think good shit about yourself. Don't be watching videos of people doing drugs and shooting each other, and like there's a lot of unnecessary content out there right now that's not helping you grow. And if you keep absorbing it, you're just going to end up like, even if you're on the road to becoming more successful, that's not going to help you. Like, if you could be driving, like say you're driving for 6 hours and you're an entrepreneur, and you're driving 6 hours because you got to go out of town, like the week, like, a holiday just passed up or something. Well, listen, if you drive 6 hours, that's enough time for you to listen to an audiobook that could better help you instead of listening to music. Now, I get it. Not everybody wants to listen to a book on their way, but you have to pour into yourself in order to be able to pour into others and then pour into other resources that you could therefore tap into later on in life. If you don't tap into them, that's your fault. They're there. The resources, the videos, the books, everything's there already. And there's so much content out there right now. You could be listening and doing anything. You got to choose your time wisely, right? Choose who you're spending your time with wisely. Choose what type of content you're absorbing wisely. Choose what you're saying wisely, because thoughts become things, and words have more weight behind them than you probably even realize. You can't just go through the motions and expect life to be, you know, something it's not. You can't just go through that. You can't go through the motion. You can't go through the motions and think that your life is going to be different because you're just going through the motions. You have to be intentional with who you surround yourself with. You have to be intentional about your standards and your boundaries and your beliefs and your morals, your values, the things that you hold near and dear to your heart. You have to be solid with those, because if not, you could end up just going through the motions, floating about the day, and not really getting everything that you could be out of the day. So, you know, just think about that, man. If you want to go to another level, it's going to require something inside of you that most people probably aren't willing to give. People think it's easy to become a millionaire. People think it's easy to be an entrepreneur. It's not. It can't be easy. If it was easy, everybody would do it, man. If it was easy, everybody would be a millionaire right now. If it was easy, everybody would have $100,000 right now or be a six-figure earner. It seems easy now because there's so many people that are doing it online, and it just seems like that's what everybody's doing. But those same people don't show you those countless hours of sleepless nights where they didn't get what they wanted and they kept going either way because they knew that eventually they would get it, no matter how young they started. Even the young guys that are really doing well, or the young girls that are really doing well in life, they started somewhere before you did, or they had more dragon focused energy than you did. They were more focused, they were more intentional during the time. And maybe they even had the ability to surround themselves with people that could expedite their success as well. But don't use that as an excuse for you. Just know that you can still go. Just know you can still go. Even if they had an advantage or a head start in your mind. They had a head start. You got head starts too. You gotta figure out a way to spin it around in your mind so that you're on top and you're in control and you're the winner. As soon as you're a victim, it's a wrap. Because then you're giving the control to somebody or something else. You have to be willing to take full control of whatever it is that you're going through in your life. You have to take full control. Because the moment that you allow somebody else or certain other situations to control it, it's a wrap, man. You got to be intentional. Surround yourself with people that are going to be bettering you. Like, there's so much room for improvement. There's so much ability to grow in life, man. And I realized for a long time I was thinking too small. You might be thinking too small too. That's why you got to find a mentor and a guru, and somebody that you could either work for or with or pay to help you really understand what it is, because those people are going to help you get where you need to go a lot faster. Because you could spend all the time in the world trying to figure it out on your own, or you can just copy the wheel that's already been created. So many people are trying to reinvent the wheel, not even realizing that they don't have to. Like your wheel, it might have more designs, but like, bro, at the end of the day, do we want to roll down the road or do we not want to roll down the road? Keep it simple, man. If we want to roll down the road, if the goal is to get to a destination, then why are we doing all this extra shit that doesn't have anything to do with us getting to the destination? You're wasting your time. You're wasting energy when you could be focusing on something else, something that's a little bit even more like it would be a smarter decision for you to just follow what they did. You know, they want to do it themselves so they can say they did it on their own and they're self-made and this and that. Bro, that don't make you no more or less of a man if you're self-made or if you had some help or if somebody helped you or if you were surrounding yourself with people that are knowledgeable already. I've learned in business that people that can delegate and duplicate themselves are usually the best types of business owners because they're able to leave and things don't explode because they're away for a few days or because they're away for a couple hours. Their business can keep going. The person that only can do it all on their own, they have to be present all the time. They have to be there. They can't take a day. If they take a day, everything can fall apart. You don't want that. I feel like the best leaders and some of the best business owners, they know how to put other people in positions of strength where they can do at their level, and what they're doing also benefits the organization or the corporation or whatever it is that they're doing as a team, right? Because like the quarterback on an NFL football team could be calling the plays, but the plays don't work unless everybody else does. If there's a lineman that's jumping off sides every time we go on a down, then we're not going to move the ball forward at all, right? So it's a team thing. So when you're surrounding yourself with different people, you got to think: are these people do they have the same mindset as me, right? Are they trying to pursue the same type of goal or lifestyle? Do they have the same type of habits and rituals in place? Are their goals aligning with those habits and rituals and what they want, right? Or vice versa, right? And are they in the same business that I'm in, or something that's similar, right? And these are people that can get together and grow together to get to where they want to go. If we don't do it together, it's not going to happen, right? So find a team, build a team, and get with some people that really trust you and that you can trust, and really go in and be real, be loyal to the process. Trust the process. You gotta trust the process, man. Because everybody wants it to be 1, 2, 3, but really it might be 1, 5, 8, 3, and then 10, and that's how you get to 100. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's success. People might think it's a straight line or an uphill battle. No, it was uphill, and then we made a left. We went on the side of the hill, and then we went behind the hill. We actually went down the hill a little bit too because we couldn't even find a way up at this one point. In order to get up a mountain, it ain't always gonna be a straight path, bro. You gotta be okay with going through the steps required to get success. And you can't be mad at people that have done the things to be successful and think that you're gonna get the credit when you didn't put in the same amount of work that they did. You can't want what you don't work for. Right? That's like saying I want to be a millionaire. I should have $1 million. Okay, so what have you done to become a millionaire? What have you done? What work did you put in? The work that you put in, is it equivalent to the same people in your industry that have made $1 million? If not, back to the drawing board. It's okay. People got to do that sometimes. You got to take the time to understand what you got to do. You got to realize it. But the moment you realize it, it's up to you at that point. Like if you know you have a problem and something that's holding you back from getting to that level, then cut it out. If you don't cut it out, then that's on you, bro. You decide to keep doing it, right? Like, and like I said in another video, it's like you can't think that I'm doing it. I'm saying all this stuff out of like me being the most smart person in the world or some shit. I'm just saying it because I've been through it. I've been through it. I'm still going through it. I'm going through the journey with you guys right now. Like, you're not alone in this whole process of shit. Like, there's more people. Excuse my language, but, sometimes when I get passionate about this stuff, I just kind of let it go. I'm not here to, walk on eggshells around people. I'm not going to be that guy for you. I'm sorry. I want to keep it real with you because somebody needed to keep it real with me. And that's how I got it. When you keep that energy like, yo, I really care about you so much that I don't care if you like what I'm going to say or not, because this is what I'm going to say to you. I'm going to phrase it in a way where I'm not going to hurt your feelings, but I do want you to understand that this is what the problem is, and this is like not okay, right? Too many people are scared to tell people the realness. Like, bro, you wanted to get that, but you're not willing to get that. Like, I remember when I talked to one of my mentor. He's like, bro, you want to, I talked to somebody that wanted to be a number one, the top producer. They wanted to be number one in our industry, right? And this is when they were brand new, right? And then they said, well, if you want me to coach you, if you want me to coach you to that level, I can, but you have to be willing to allow me to coach you that hard. And if I coach you that hard and you get there, then you can't be mad at me if I coach you a little harder than someone that wants to be average, because in order for you to be number one, there's a lot more work that you have to put in than if you want to just be average. So don't be mad at success. People really get mad at success when they fail. Like, they get mad at the standard. They get mad at the standards and the expectations that being number one has. Like, being number one is almost like dating the most beautiful girl in the world that doesn't play no games. Like, she don't play no games at all, right? She's like not playing around. Like, you gotta buy her flowers. You gotta do everything. You gotta take her on a nice trip. You gotta be loyal. Like, you gotta be loyal to the process, even when she's having a bad day. So you gotta do all of the things that are necessary to make her happy. That's success. And guess what? She might not even be that loyal. Because just like you had success, you could lose success. And somebody else gets success. And that's the thing about success. It's just your turn a lot of times. Right now, you're successful, bro. But like 5 years from now, are you going to be able to keep up that same consistency? Or are you going to keep putting in that same amount of work that's required to be successful? I feel like that's why a lot of marriages fail. Not that I'm married or anything, but like, that's probably why, because people were like this. At first they were hitting it off, and then they got comfortable. They got complacent, right? So it's like, it's crazy when you think of it that way. But I really wanted to just give you guys the sauce on some, just making sure your law of attraction is so important. Make sure you guys are reading things on the law of attraction. I think I studied it in psychology or something like that. I don't really remember. I remember that we did talk about the law of attraction, but in my mind, I feel like ever since I was a little boy, like, I've always thought about things like that. I've always thought that if you think of something to be big, like, you could do big, or like if you think that you can, then you can. Like imagination type of stuff that kids think about. Kids can think big because they have such a big imagination. And I feel like when I was 8 years old or even younger, I was thinking big. Like, I want to be a millionaire. I want to be the first millionaire in our family. And like, I would say all types of stuff like that. But like, a person that has that mindset, if they're not in the right environment, then they might not have a chance to get it, because a lot of people work hard and work, but they don't really like work smart. So they end up working for someone else forever because they're not doing the right thing. Whatever it is that they're doing doesn't have enough value in society for it to equal out to them being a millionaire. Eventually they might. Like, you can become a millionaire working at McDonald's, I've heard. But how long does that take? How much time and energy and effort is that going to take? Hey, and if you're willing to do that, then if you're willing to do what's required to get that, then so be it. But that's the thing. You got to be willing to put in the work. You got to be willing to get it. You got to be willing to do it. So listen, I want you guys to do me a huge favor. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram. Follow me on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel. Like, share, and comment this video. Follow me on Instagram. And what else do I got? Everything. Spotify, Apple Music. Follow me at Jayy Braxx. So it's JayYYBraxx. So follow me at Jayy Braxx. And let's keep working together. Let's keep networking. If you feel like this video brought some value to you in your situation, you know what to do. Share it to somebody that actually cares. The more that you share, the more it shows that you care about helping us grow the channel and growing together, man, and caring about your people. If you feel like this could touch somebody, if I'm talking in a language where you can understand, then hey, Send it to somebody that might need that. Because I feel like I needed it. You know, and I needed somebody like myself to explain it. Somebody that's been where I've been at. So, hey, I appreciate y'all for watching. Let's keep it foolish. Let's keep the positive vibes going. And I hope you guys have a great day.